week one NFL matchups, man. How you feeling about it, Corey?
Feeling like it's way overdue. I feel like I've been waiting so long, but
Right,
I
right,
thought it
right.
had started last week, bro. I've been looking at my fantasy and everything.
Oh yeah, that fantasy got us anxious to play it, boy. I
Man,
mean,
what?
watching games.
Man,
Uh,
what?
I'm feeling excited about it too, man. Just being a player now, you know what I'm saying? Being able to watch the game at the next level, the level I'm trying to get to, and studying what my favorite players do, and studying defenses and studying offensive tendencies. Just watching the game more in depth than the casual eye. Like that got me really excited. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
So let's go ahead and get into the first game. Thursday night, week one, prime time game on NBC. You got the Dallas Cowboys versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champions. What's your predictions?
I think the Bucks gonna win. They keep having these talks about Dak not playing.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't think it matter. I think the Bucks gonna win regardless. So,
Right.
they still got the same defense, still got the same weapons on offense. So I don't see them. I don't see them lacking up. I'll say the Bucks probably win by 3 touchdowns.
So that's two. Goodness. On my predictions, um, I think I like Dallas. I don't like Dallas to win, but
No,
I like what they trying to do over there because they had problems on defense and they addressed that in the offseason. Now, if those guys can come in and do what they can do, that can be a pretty good team in
all
the
right,
NFC. I obviously think the Buccaneers are gonna win simply because they're the defending champs. They got everybody coming back. They probably got the greatest quarterback of all time on their team.
yeah,
They got Mike Evans. They got that same receiving core. They got that same defense. They got everything returning from a Super Bowl team now. I know it's probably gonna be hard for a team to try to repeat or whatever, but we just talking about week one. Um, I think on the defensive side of the ball, the Buccaneers are more physical, the better defense. They play better team defense. But what I seen from the Cowboys in the preseason, I like the young linebacker Mom Michael Parsons. I'm seeing great clips of Trayvon Diggs, just seeing growth in his game. Um, I like Jordan Lewis and the defending the slot. I like Demonte KZ. They got Keanu Neal playing what he should have been playing for a long time, which is linebacker. He's a physical safety, a physical hybrid safety that can come and
yeah.
be an athletic linebacker in the box. So they got him in that position. So let's see how he do on Thursday night when everything, you know what I'm saying, get rolling.
Right.
Zeke,
It ain't never been about they players. They've been having the players. It's just been how the coaching. You know what I'm saying? They done had the good teams for the last I don't know how long.
yeah, well, they had the good offensive roster. They
Right,
had
right, right.
they had yeah,
they didn't have a outstanding defense. You know what I'm saying? But they
mhm,
weren't terrible
right,
defensive. They like
exactly.
it's been the same things. Like they've been having solid teams. They've been predicted to break records offensively. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Exactly.
that
Exactly.
year Dak was there before he got hurt. They was you know what I'm saying getting down early in games and having to come back and Dak having to throw the whole second half. So
400 yards in the second
you know what I'm
half.
saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, so
I like their offensive weapons. I like Gallup. I love Gallup. I think he's an underrated receiver on that roster. I like CD Lamb. I like Amari Cooper. And Zeke. Zeke came into the league strong, man. Probably one of the best bats for his first couple of years. And
right.
he had been hitting the decline. And they saying that this offseason he worked hard, he lost weight, he did what he needed to do. He's looking better. He looked better at training camp. So let's see on Thursday, can they put it together? Because we both got the same predictions. We both picking the Buccaneers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So starting out at 1 o'clock on Sunday, the first big game that I seen that was gonna be on was Steelers versus Bills. So a great AFC matchup to pop the season off. Two teams that probably gonna be contenders come December, January time. So what's
All
your
right.
predictions for this matchup? Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Buffalo Bills.
Um, that's gonna be a good game.
A lot of these
I
games you
want to
can't
say
even predict. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to say Bills, but I don't know. I may go with the Steelers, man. I may go with the Steelers. I want to see what got a new running back out there. I want to see what he gonna do. Hopefully he ball. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, Jay.
Yeah,
Najee Harris.
Najee, he came a long way from watching him in college. You know what I'm saying? His first 2 years,
Yeah,
he didn't think
yeah.
he was gonna
Then you
be
was
there.
like, man, I don't know if he gonna
You
be
know what
that
I'm
Bama back.
saying?
Man, he got the keys
After
and he drove it like a Porsche.
yeah,
he
he
went
started balling.
crazy.
He started balling.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
I'm looking forward to seeing him do that. And it's I don't know, man. That's gonna be a good one. I got the Steelers though.
I got the Steelers in the close one, man. I'm anxious to see the Bills running game. You know, that was their downfall last year. They didn't have they got Motor Singletary, Devin Singletary. He a good back, but with a roster like that at this time, you ain't gonna have that roster forever. So let's go get a workhorse in the backfield, because you know when they get late in the season, when they get cold, you gotta be able to run the ball and play defense to win games. Let's be honest.
Right.
Think about all the teams that did it. Like Leonard Fournette turned up when it was time to turn up in the playoffs and was a big reason for their success. Like any team, like when it's time to play and contend, you gotta be able to run the football. They probably got arguably the best receiver in the league over there. So we know what he gonna do. He gonna get his. Yeah. So you pair him with a good running back, and sky's the limit for him. But I got the Steelers
at quarterback.
A dog at quarterback. If you got him on your fantasy, you're in a great position.
Yeah,
but definitely. We got the Steelers in the close one. I definitely got the Steelers in the close one. I miss plenty of games that I'm looking at as I'm looking at the schedule, but I'm gonna call out the games that's close that we really want to talk about. The bigger games, the games that's gonna be more exciting with the bigger names, and you know what I'm saying. So the next big game I see is 49ers, not 49ers, the Vikings and the Bengals. I think it's gonna be a close matchup, a nice matchup. You don't like that?
Close?
Yeah, I like. Man, the Bengals was fighting last year. I like it. I mean, you don't. I shouldn't have said that.
Nah, it may be close. You know, is Chase gonna play?
Oh, yeah, he gonna play. They say he ain't had a good camp though. They say he.
They did say he was dropping balls.
He say he get open easy, but he's just dropping the ball. So I want to see him fight through that. I love to see stories like that.
I'm not worried about them offensively. I'm worried about them defensively.
The Bengals.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
The Vikings offense, they got Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen.
Dalvin Cook. Why you squatter? I don't want to count no boys out. So that's why I said it. I don't want to count them out.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, they're gonna blow them out. No, I like the Bengals. I like what they showed last year, man. They showed resiliency and toughness for real. Like they showed they can fight. They showed that they on the upward. You know what I'm saying? They going up, like they elevating. Yeah. They ain't stagnant. Like they ain't Detroit. I ain't disrespect Detroit, but you know the Lions. You feel me? They've been bad for a while.
I think what you seeing, I think it's gonna happen more so mid-season. You know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna start.
Yeah, but anything can happen in the first games though. It ain't mid-season when they get their head beat in because the team really figure out who they is, but you know what their strengths and weaknesses is.
And I think that's what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna figure out who they is. You know what I'm saying? So
right, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Next big games, man. I ain't gonna do it. Cardinals Titans. Let's talk Cardinals Titans.
Ooh, now we're talking.
We ain't talking because the Titans gonna beat them boys to sleep.
You just think they're gonna beat them like that?
I stand on it. They ain't gonna start Derrick Henry. Can't start the run. What?
Man, you ain't got to, man. You ain't gotta stop Derrick Henry to beat them boys.
What you gotta do then?
Long as you can score after he scored.
Yeah,
you score first.
After about 8 minutes.
You keep scoring.
After about 8 minutes.
Derrick Henry gonna run the ball. They go run a lot of time off that clock. They got to score every time they get the ball, man. That's another thing about running the ball, run heavy team. Taking a lot of time off the clock.
They don't got
Julio and everything.
I was about to say they don't gotta run it. They can really throw it up on both sides.
They can, but we both know it ain't just gonna work that easy like that.
It's gonna be Derrick Henry gonna run 3 people over, play action going deep. I'm telling you. That would in the perfect world that would happen at it. That ain't gonna happen. Man, my bad. I'm just excited talking about football, bro. I'm just excited, man.
But the Cardinals, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do defensively. You know, they bought JJ Watt and you know,
they got Xavier Simmons. They got the best safety in the league, but Budda Baker. You know, I can't count him out. They got
So they build their defense. So did they pick up another running back?
Yeah, okay. James Conner. They picked James Conner.
Yeah. They picked up James Conner.
They picked up James Conner.
They got D-Hop, Kyler Murray over there. So They're gonna playmakers, you know. So I see this being a close game.
I'll give me Tennessee by 10. Tennessee by 10. Okay, boom. Next matchup. It's gonna be a good one. Seahawks, Colts. Your Seahawks versus the Indianapolis Colts. Talk to me. What's your predictions?
I was thinking it was gonna be a good one. Man, you gotta think about it, man. This is a new quarterback over there at the Colts. We ain't never seen him play in the NFL like that yet, so we don't know what to expect from him. But other than that, the Colts got a good team, running backs, you know, defense good. So once if your defense be out there too long, you know, it can hurt them. But
know that from experience.
Yeah, so you know, as long as offense can move the ball, I gotta be in a I ain't gonna say real close game. I can say about 10. Seattle by 10.
I could just predict the score on that game. It'll be like a 14-17 game in my head. I'm thinking because both that the Colts it's gonna be a game of the Colts defense versus Seattle offense, and they both are very good. You know what I'm saying? You got a big time receiver in DK. You got a good run game in Chris Carson if he can stay healthy. You got a great quarterback in Russ. On the other side of him, you got Tyler Lockett. On the other side, you got Gerald Everett that they brought in, and they say looking real good. They say that's Russ' favorite target. You got a unicorn at tight end, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So this gonna be a game of Seattle offense versus Colts defense, and I'm really torn. I really can't pick a team, but I'll go with the Colts just because you went the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? Not because I think that, but just because it's so close, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The next game we're gonna go to is Chargers versus Washington. Now we seen Washington last year, young defense, gritty defense. This like they play hard. Their defense gonna win them a game defense. And you got Washington with Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen. Oh, and not to speak of Chargers defense got Derwin James back and healthy. So, what's your predictions on this matchup?
Oh man, it's gonna be a good game. On the downfall about this game is gonna be I don't think the Redskins, watching the football team, offense can produce like that. They got
Terry McLaurin,
and they got Gibson at running back.
Antonio Gibson. They got another one, but go ahead. I can't think of his name right now.
But the Chargers defense, Herbert over there, he throwing for about 300, 350 on them. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, they gonna be doing a lot of throwing. They D-line, watch the football team D-line.
And if you look at how the boys get to that quarterback, they getting that ball out. They ain't getting no sack. They getting a strip sack.
They can win some games for them.
Yeah.
But I don't see this game being that game.
I can't wait. That's one of the games that ain't nobody really talking about, but I really want to watch it because we know it's gonna be fireworks. Because Keenan Allen gonna get open. I don't care who you got on him. And they got Ricky. I think Asante Samuel might end up checking Terry McLaurin, and I don't know how that's gonna go for Asante, because Terry McLaurin, we know he like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog.
So give me Washington in the close one, and the defense win it. Give me Washington.
I got Chargers.
Okay, that's cool. Next matchup, New York Jets, Charlotte Panthers. I say it's gonna be I won't say personal, but it's gonna be sentimental to Sam Darnold and Robbie Anderson. They came from the Jets. They got traded from the Jets. Well, Anderson didn't get traded. His contract was up and he signed with the Panthers.
Yeah.
But he's a former Jet. Sam Darnold playing his former team that drafted him, top 5 overall a couple years ago, replacing him with a new quarterback that's younger, with a new O-line that they built for him. So I like Zach. Yeah, I like Zach. I like Zach Wilson. I think those factors play into this game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sentimental. Like, you know how we feel we play a team that should have recruited us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have got me. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be personal when we speak in that manner. But
I think your prediction. I think Panthers gonna win, man. CMC gonna. I think he gonna.
Yeah.
First game back, gonna be too much for him. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably have a big day.
Definitely. He definitely the best player on the Panthers. Got the best player on the field in CMC. Like, nobody in that on that field is better than CMC at what he do.
Right.
I like the Jets. I don't like the Jets to win, but I love what they got. They got Zach Wilson, Jameson Crowder, Elijah Moore, Corey Davis. They got a good O-line. One of the better tackles in the game right now, Mekhi Becton. And they got a defense that's growing and trying. They got a good D-line.
D-line.
Yeah, they just lost Carl Lawson for the season, torn Achilles. But man, he a dog. They got CJ Mosley back. He's a dog, you know. So
yeah, they got the dude from Bama, D-line from Bama.
Quentin Williams is healthy. He back.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna be no cakewalk for whatever team take the W or whatever the case may be. So I got the Panthers in the close one just simply because they got the best player on the field. They got a deep threat in Robbie Anderson, and the Jets don't have a lockdown corner right now to check that 4.3 speed, standing at 6'3". So I like Marcus May at safety, but I like the Panthers and the Panthers by at least.
The starting quarterback is
Sam Darnold.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
PJ Walker that got his hands.
So the next big game that I want to hear your input on is the Browns versus the Cleveland Browns versus Kansas City Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs winning, but it's gonna be one of the games. I don't see it being a high scoring game. No, I don't see it being a high scoring game.
I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I probably know every player at every position in their backup. I'm just sitting here thinking in my head, but go ahead.
Browns defense crazy.
Stop it. It's crazy on paper. They got to show it, but go ahead.
Browns defense looking crazy. You said it then.
I appreciate that, Fitz.
So I'm expecting to be a great game. You know what I'm saying? Mahomes most likely gonna have to get that ball out quick, which he ain't got no problem doing. You know what I'm saying? They play calling pretty much. I ain't gonna say save Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? But make him look better. You know what I'm saying? So I got the Chiefs by 7.
That's cool. Man. So this is the one where I ain't gonna pick a team. Because I'm going to just break down the success and the strengths of these teams based on their offseason, based on their last season. You got Cleveland Browns, who, in my opinion, besides the Buccaneers, had the best draft this year. You know, they go.
And it was right at one after another. I'm like,
let me get right. They had the best offseason and draft this year.
Yeah.
They went and addressed their issues right off top. Their problems were on the defense, right? So I'm gonna break it down. They went and got their first offseason addition. They went and got a safety. Grant Delpit got injured, you know what I'm saying? And they had a couple inconsistent safeties on their roster. Not saying inconsistent in their play, but inconsistent in being healthy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not being available for the team. So they went and got a consistent player that's pretty good at the free safety position in John Johnson from the Rams. The next thing they go and do, they go get a slot corner to cover the slot, to play in that defense because they know they're going to have a good D-line. They know they probably got intentions of getting the Clowney. So what they go do, they go get a Troy Hill that can man up a slot and get inside the box and tackle. To do both, not gonna say a baby Derwin James, but a Derwin James, like, you know what I'm saying, somebody that can play close to the line and cover well. So they go and get Troy Hill. They have Greedy Williams that they drafted at corner a couple years ago. He had ended up getting surgery, being injured, not being consistent enough for him. What they go do, they go get a top 5 corner out of the draft, in my opinion, and Greg Newsom the second from Northwestern. He might end up being a starter there. They end up going to get Jadeveon Clowney next. They also go pick up another hybrid from Notre Dame, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I hope I'm saying his name right. Who, in my opinion, is the steal of the draft. You know what I'm saying? So you see, it all starts up front for them, and they getting guys that can play close to the line, that can blitz out the edge, that can play man. And then you get a John Johnson back there in the back end, along with a Ronnie Harrison and a healthy Grant Delpit. It's amping up over there in Cleveland, man. Then you go to the offensive side of the ball. I feel like they were lacking a deep threat. So what they go and do? They go and get Anthony Schwartz from Auburn, a 4.2 guy, a track guy, to put alongside Rashard Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and Baker Mayfield. So these guys they loaded. They went and got what they went and addressed their problems. You know what I'm saying? So we got to see how well Kevin Stefanski and his staff put that together, because I can't. And we know what the Kansas City Chiefs gonna bring. We know what type of football they play. That running gun, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Demarcus Robinson, and they got a good defense led by the Honey Badgers. So this is one of them games where we got to see what happens. We can't just, you know what I'm saying? We got to see.
All right. Browns definitely got one of them teams. You know what I'm saying? They can be very well balanced and give you everything you need to win a game.
And I ain't mean to go off on a rant talking 30 minutes about that, but just knowing what they went and did and seeing it from the outside and be like, Kevin Stefanski smart. Because if you think back, Kevin Stefanski was the offensive coordinator for the Vikings, right? And you think about their trio they had Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, and Dalvin Cook. Now you go think about the Cleveland trio: Nick Chubb, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry. And you could say Baker Mayfield and Kirk Cousins are similar in style of play. So he got the same thing he had when the Vikings were making the playoffs each and every year in the NFC. So you could tell he know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that'll be the game of the week. I don't care if it's 3-7. I bet that game will be full of action and great football play. It could be 3-7 or it can be 35-40. You never know. That's how good of a game it's gonna be.
Yeah.
The next big game, we got a couple more big games we're gonna talk about, but the next big game is the Dolphins versus the Patriots. Talk to me, Corey. How you feeling about this
one? I got the Dolphins. The Patriots, they added a lot of pieces, you know what I'm saying? Tight ends, receivers, they help them out this year. They got people defensively coming back to opt out last year.
The battle of the Alabama quarterbacks. Did you think about that?
Yeah, Mac Jones, you know what I'm saying, making his starting debut. But the Miami Dolphins also had a good draft. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Bringing in linemen, you know what I'm saying, receivers, Jalen Waddle, and trying to protect Tua and give him some more threats. So, and they definitely got a solid defense over there at Dolphins. So, I probably take the Dolphins.
Give me the Patriots in a close one, and here's why. I think the Bill Belichick too poised to lose, not to lose, but to be shook by what a Jalen Waddle and a Tua can do, like a deep threat. The strengths of their offense, you know what I'm saying? I think Bill Belichick is over-seasoned enough for a matchup like this.
Yeah.
He went and got healthy. Another team that had a great draft and a great offseason, they went and addressed their issues immediately. They didn't try to wait down the line, and you feel me? They went and got receivers and tight ends in the offseason. They signed the people like, man, they got the most cap space in the world. You see, 4 years, 30 mil, 2 years, 20 mil. Like, they paying them. And that makes you excited to see players getting the opportunities to get what they deserve. But back on the prediction note, they got a healthy defense. They got a Jalen Mills that's a Super Bowl champion. He experienced. Kyle Duggar, that's a very big hybrid out of Division II. Gilmore not playing, but they got the J.C. Jackson. 9 interceptions last year. So I think they'll be fine. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout by either team, but I like the Patriots in the close one. They went and surrounded Mac Jones with what the best thing a rookie quarterback could ask for. That's a good O-line. A good O-line. All he gotta do is turn around and hand the ball off. That O-line getting pushed, they getting yards for the run. That causes DBs and linebackers to step up for the run for a quick play action. And you know those things turn to big plays when stuff like that happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think the Patriots will win in the close one. The next game we're gonna talk about Packers and the Saints. Green Bay Packers versus New Orleans Saints. How you feeling about this, bro?
I'm gonna take the Saints. You know, Jameis Winston making his debut. You know, and one thing you can say about Jameis Winston, he threw a lot of picks in the past, but he never had a problem putting up points. I
can't argue that.
Hey, he can put up points now. He can put up points. He can throw bombs down the field. Yeah,
he gonna put that ball in the air. We just hope it to the right person.
Yeah. So, and I hope, since you know what I'm saying, he got a chance to look at Drew, that he learned how to do check downs. You know what I'm saying, instead of looking for the big play all the time. I think that's what.
Got a beautiful feet, bro.
Yeah, man. What?
He can throw the anything post. Corner, gold, man. He throwing that mother on the dot.
Man, you got Alvin. They got Alvin Kamara back there.
That's what I was about to get to, man. I like the Packers in the matchup, but I like what the Saints have done for Jameis. You got Alvin Kamara, top 3, top 5 back in the league. I don't want to argue with nobody about that because that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You got a young receiver in Marquez Callaway that's gonna really wake up a lot of people this year. He gonna end up being a big key contributor over there for Jameis. You've seen the connection in the preseason, and you can see the potential in Quez. You know what I'm saying? You got Traquan Smith out of UCF. That's a pretty good receiver. I can't think of it. Jared Cook, a solid tight end. They got another guy. I can't think of his name. He's a slot receiver, but he's pretty good as well. And we know what that defense brings over there. They done had the same players on their defense for a while. Right. And they got another top 10, top 5 corner, in my opinion, Marshawn Lattimore, that's going to get in your face. You're going to challenge you. You're going to challenge every receiver in front of him. So you could look on the other side of Green Bay. They got the returning best receiver in the NFL with Devontae Adams, the MVP of the league returning, and MVP Aaron Rodgers. And they got a top 5, top 10 running back in Aaron Jones. Alan Lazard. They went back and got Randall Cobb for the slot for Aaron Rodgers. So it's going to be another matchup, a divisional matchup.
Right.
I mean, not a divisional matchup, but an NFC matchup. So I really think that'll be a good game. But give me the Packers. Give me the Packers by 10. Won't be a blowout 10. It'll be a 10 points. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The last matchup we're gonna talk about. The last game of week 1, Monday night game, prime time, ESPN, 8:15 p.m. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Las Vegas Raiders. What's your predictions on that one?
Raiders been building up, especially building up their defense. John Gruden been doing some things over there. Josh Jacobs still over there. Then everything they brought in Kenyon Drake. Yeah, they brought in Kenyon Drake. That quarterback been solid. He been solid.
Derek Carr.
Derek Carr been solid. What receivers they got over there? Dude name.
They got Darren Waller.
They got Darren Waller, but Henry Ruggs. They expect a lot out of Henry Ruggs last year. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can bring a little more to the table, being a deep threat. You know what I'm saying? Stretching the field. So, but that tight end gonna ball. Waller gonna ball. He gonna do his thing. So,
you talk about guys like Travis Kelce and George Kittle. I guarantee Darren Waller in that conversation.
Yeah,
I guarantee that.
Head balling. And the Ravens. You know what the Ravens gonna do? They just lost a major piece with J.K. Dobbins.
Oh my God, man!
They lost a major piece with J.K. Dobbins.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but man, I'm gonna still take the Ravens though, but in a close one. In the close one. Nah, I'm taking the Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders. I'm sorry. Sorry, Lamar, man. I'm fools, man. I'm taking the Raiders.
You say you taking the raisins?
The Raiders.
Oh, but that's how you say oatmeal raisin. But nah, just sit here thinking about the Ravens and what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? They like to run the ball, and then that's another team that I must say went and addressed their offseason needs. That team had everything they needed last year, but a prime time receiver. Like they had Hollywood, but Hollywood is not a true number one for what they asking for out of receiver there. He'll be a great second option for what they asking for. You know what I'm saying? So they went and got Rashad Bateman, although he won't be playing until week 4 or 5. It's kind of hard to pick him over the Raiders, but I'm gonna do it because they got a great defense. They got guys that get turnovers. They don't miss opportunities over there, and they got Lamar Jackson. So not saying he finna go Michael Vick on him, but I think he, Gus Edwards, Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, Sammy Watkins, I think they're enough to win. I think they're enough to hold it down, you know what I'm saying, until people get healthy. They find a running back that can fit the scheme that they run, because they just got Le'Veon on the practice squad, and me just being a fan of football and knowing football, I don't know if he fit the way they run the football. They run downhill right now, read option. And we know Le'Veon is so great at being patient, letting the holes develop and hitting them full speed. I don't think that's what the Ravens need in their offense at the running back position. They need not even a bowling ball, but a running back that get downhill right now. So, man, that matchup, I'm taking Baltimore just because of what I said. The experienced defense, the great secondary. I think Darren Waller,
How many?
7. Give me 7. Darren Waller, Marlon Humphrey gonna be a great matchup. So I'm excited to see that one, man. Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens by 7, man. And that's our week 1 matchup predictions. QC podcast. We out.